Welcome to Fast Break Brief, your quick, no BS update on the latest from around the NBA. If you're a real hoops fan, hit that like and subscribe so you never miss a buzzer-beater headline.
The National Basketball Association has a rich history of dynasties, from the Boston Celtics in the 1960s to the Golden State Warriors in the 2010s.
However, recent years have seen increased parity, with 7 different champions in the last 7 seasons.
This shift is partly due to new financial rules aimed at creating a more level playing field.
These rules, including salary cap aprons, make it more challenging for teams to retain star-studded rosters.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, after winning their first title, face the challenge of navigating these rules.
General Manager Sam Presti believes it is too early to determine the long-term impact of these rules.
However, many believe dynasties may be a thing of the past.
Commissioner Adam Silver acknowledges that successful teams will face tougher decisions under the new system.
Teams like the Boston Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers have already made significant roster changes due to the new financial constraints.
The Denver Nuggets also made strategic trades to manage their payroll and future flexibility.
These new rules prioritize flexibility and long-term planning.
Roster mistakes and overpaying players can quickly derail a team's pursuit of a championship.
The Los Angeles Clippers prioritized flexibility over retaining Paul George, who signed a large contract with the Philadelphia 76ers.
The 76ers now face uncertainty with George's injury and Joel Embiid's contract situation.
Other teams, like the New York Knicks, are focusing on building balanced rosters with depth.
The Orlando Magic made a bold move, acquiring Desmond Bane to bolster their young core.
The National Basketball Association 2025-2026 season is set to begin with exciting matchups.
Sources have revealed that the opening night will feature the Houston Rockets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder will host this game on their home court.
Another opening night game will showcase the Golden State Warriors against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Both of these opening night games will take place on October 21st.
These games will be broadcast nationally on National Broadcasting Company.
The Christmas Day schedule is also packed with exciting matchups, featuring 5 games on American Broadcasting Company.
The Cleveland Cavaliers will face off against the New York Knicks on Christmas Day.
Another Christmas game will feature the San Antonio Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The Houston Rockets will play against the Los Angeles Lakers on Christmas Day as well.
A Christmas Day matchup between the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors is also scheduled.
The Minnesota Timberwolves will play against the Denver Nuggets, rounding out the Christmas Day games.
This information comes from sources who spoke to ESPN's Shams Charania.
These games promise to be a thrilling start to the new National Basketball Association season.
Fans can anticipate high-octane action and intense competition.
Mark your calendars for these must-see basketball events.
The Boston Celtics have officially extended Joe Mazzulla's contract for multiple years.
Celtics president Brad Stevens had previously stated the team is desire to keep Mazzulla as their coach long-term.
While the specific details of the contract remain undisclosed, the extension solidifies Mazzulla's position.
In a statement, Mazzulla expressed gratitude for his family, the Celtics organization, and the players.
At 35 years old, Mazzulla has already led the Celtics to the playoffs in each of his 3 seasons as head coach.
This includes winning the 2024 NBA championship, making him the youngest head coach to do so since Bill Russell in 1969.
The Celtics have consistently performed well under Mazzulla, winning at least 57 games each season.
They have even surpassed 60 victories in the past 2 seasons.
This is not Mazzulla's first extension with the Celtics.
He received an extension after the interim tag was removed in February 2023, and at least one more before this latest one.
Stevens praised Mazzulla's leadership, passion, and commitment to continuous improvement.
Mazzulla initially joined the Celtics as an assistant coach in 2019.
He served in that role for 3 seasons before becoming the interim head coach in 2022.
This followed the suspension of former head coach Ime Udoka.
The multi-year extension demonstrates the Celtics' confidence in Mazzulla's ability to lead the team to continued success.
It will be interesting to see how the Celtics perform under his leadership in the coming seasons.
Malik Beasley is facing a federal gambling investigation and was recently evicted from his Detroit apartment due to unpaid rent.
Court records indicate 2 lawsuits filed by Beasley's landlord this year, totaling over $21,000 in unpaid rent.
While the first case was dismissed, the second resulted in an eviction order for over $7,000 in unpaid rent.
Beasley's attorney in the gambling investigation, Steve Haney, confirmed he is not representing Beasley in the eviction case.
Beasley's social media suggests he has been traveling in Europe recently.
This gambling investigation makes Beasley the third National Basketball Association player investigated by the Eastern District of New York in the past 18 months.
The allegations against Beasley stem from the 2023-2024 season during his time with the Milwaukee Bucks.
It is important to note that Beasley has not been charged with any crime at this time.
Haney emphasized that an investigation is not a charge and Beasley is presumed innocent under the United States Constitution.
Prior to the investigation, Beasley had a strong season with the Detroit Pistons and was reportedly discussing a 3-year, $42 million deal with the team.
These discussions have been put on hold due to the ongoing investigation, according to sports reporter Shams Charania.
Over his 9-year National Basketball Association career, Beasley has earned nearly $60 million.
In addition to the eviction and gambling investigation, Beasley is also facing a lawsuit from his former marketing agency.
Hazan Sports Management alleges Beasley struggled to repay a $650,000 advance earlier this year.
Reports also indicate Beasley has outstanding debts with various individuals and businesses.
These debts include a celebrity barber, a dentist, and a company that provides loans to professional athletes.
National Basketball Association Most Valuable Player Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was awarded the key to the city of Hamilton.
This honor was presented by Mayor Andrea Horwath at a public rally on Thursday.
The event took place at Hamilton Stadium in Ontario.
In addition to the key, a street will be named after Gilgeous-Alexander.
This recognition comes after he led the Oklahoma City Thunder to the National Basketball Association title.
Gilgeous-Alexander spoke to a large crowd at the stadium, expressing his pride in his hometown.
He mentioned that wherever he travels, he always emphasizes that he is from Hamilton.
He described Hamilton as unique among Ontario cities.
Gilgeous-Alexander highlighted the grit, determination, pride, and energy of Hamiltonians.
He stated he carries these qualities with him everywhere he goes.
He expressed overwhelming joy at receiving the key to the city and having a street named after him.
The basketball star returned to the stadium later that evening.
He was further honored before the second quarter of a Canadian Football League game.
The game was between the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the British Columbia Lions.
This event showcased the city of Hamilton's appreciation for its hometown hero.
It is a testament to Gilgeous-Alexander's remarkable National Basketball Association season.
Jason Tatum, the Celtics star, was seen at the New England Patriots training camp.
He was observed without a walking boot or brace, which is a positive sign in his recovery.
Tatum underwent surgery in May to repair a ruptured right Achilles tendon.
This injury occurred during the Eastern Conference semifinal loss against the New York Knicks.
The injury is expected to keep him out for most, if not all, of the next National Basketball Association season.
During his appearance at the Patriots camp, Tatum mostly stood on the sideline.
He interacted with Patriots players and Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels.
Tatum has also been seen working out in the weight room at the Celtics practice facility.
Brad Stevens, the Celtics president of basketball operations, said Tatum is progressing well.
Stevens emphasized that there is no defined timeline for Tatum's return to the court.
The team is prioritizing Tatum's full recovery and will not rush the process.
Tatum's presence at the Patriots camp suggests he is making positive strides in his rehabilitation.
This is encouraging news for Celtics fans eager to see their star player back in action.
The team and fans alike are hopeful for a complete and successful recovery for Tatum.
It is important for Tatum to take his time and ensure he is fully healed before returning to the court.
The Celtics organization is committed to supporting Tatum throughout his recovery journey.
A former Miami Heat security officer has been charged with transporting and transferring stolen goods across state lines.
62-year-old Marcos Thomas Perez of Miami made his initial appearance in federal court on Tuesday.
Law enforcement executed a search warrant at Perez's residence on April 3 and seized approximately 300 stolen items.
The Miami Heat confirmed the stolen items, including game-worn jerseys and other valuable memorabilia, were taken from their facility.
Perez is accused of selling the stolen items to online brokers over a 3-year period.
Authorities say he sold more than 100 stolen items for approximately $2 million.
These items were often sold at bargain prices and shipped across state lines.
One notable sale involved a Miami Heat jersey worn by LeBron James during the National Basketball Association Finals.
Perez allegedly sold this jersey for approximately $100,000.
That same jersey later sold at a Sotheby's auction for $3.7 million.
Perez is a 25-year retired veteran of the Miami Police Department.
He worked for the Miami Heat from 2016 to 2021.
He also worked as a National Basketball Association security employee from 2022 to 2025.
As part of the game day security detail at the Kaseya Center, he had access to a secured equipment room.
This room stored memorabilia intended for a future team museum.
Documents indicate Perez accessed this room to steal over 400 game-worn jerseys and other items.
The Chicago Bulls are bringing back their iconic red pinstripe uniforms for the 2025-26 season.
These statement edition jerseys, first made famous during the Michael Jordan era, mark the third such uniform in the franchise's almost 60-year history.
The uniforms debuted during the 1995-96 season, a year in which the Bulls achieved a remarkable 72-10 record and won a championship.
The team also wore these pinstripes during the 1996-97, 2007-08, and 2012-13 seasons.
This marks the first time the Bulls have donned this specific design since 2013.
Previous black uniforms either lacked pinstripes entirely or featured embossed gray ones.
Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman, who helped the Bulls win back-to-back championships while wearing these uniforms, assisted with the reveal.
Rodman called the uniforms his favorite and described them as legendary, not just a throwback, but brand new for a new generation.
The Bulls will wear these uniforms during select statement edition game nights in the upcoming season.
The design is so iconic that even the Chicago White Sox used it as inspiration for their 2025 City Connect uniform.
This demonstrates the lasting impact of the Bulls' pinstripe design, even after a decade of absence.
It will be interesting to see how the current Bulls team performs while wearing these historic uniforms.
The return of the pinstripes could be a way to connect with the team's glorious past and inspire the current players.
Fans are undoubtedly excited to see this classic look back on the court.
It is a nostalgic nod to a period of immense success for the Bulls franchise.
The return of the pinstripes could also boost merchandise sales and generate renewed interest in the team.
Cooper Flagg is considered a highly promising prospect, possibly the best American prospect since LeBron James.
His draft selection by the Dallas Mavericks adds to the intrigue, as he joins a team aiming for immediate success.
Flagg is in the unique position of being a number one pick who could contribute to a winning team as a rookie.
The Mavericks general manager, Nico Harrison, has stated that Flagg is both the present and the future of the franchise.
Experts are forecasting Flagg's potential for all-star appearances, most valuable player awards, and championships.
It is rare for a number one pick to play in the playoffs as a rookie, but Flagg is in a unique situation with the Mavericks.
Flagg is projected to be an instant starter, playing alongside accomplished veterans like Anthony Davis.
The impact of Kyrie Irving's return from injury will be a key factor in the Mavericks' success.
Experts predict the Mavericks have a high probability of making the play-in tournament.
There is debate about how many playoff series Flagg, Davis, and Irving will win together in Dallas.
Most panelists believe they will win 2 series or fewer, given the age of Davis and Irving.
The Mavericks' window for winning is now, but Irving will need time to recover, and Flagg is still a rookie.
Flagg is not expected to make the All-Star team in his rookie season, but is projected to make it by his second or third year.
Blake Griffin is the only rookie All-Star in the past 2 decades, and he had a redshirt year.
While Flagg has potential, it is unlikely he will be the first American most valuable player in 8 years.
Other American stars like Anthony Edwards and Jason Tatum are better positioned for that achievement.
Flagg will need to refine his game, and factors like team success and media narratives will influence his chances.
Winning a championship is difficult, even for number one picks, with only a 25% success rate historically.
National Basketball Association free agency is underway, with teams making moves for the 2025 to 2026 season.
Among impactful signings are Miles Turner to the Milwaukee Bucks, extensions for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jaren Jackson Jr., James Harden's deal with the Los Angeles Clippers, and LeBron James opting in with the Lakers.
The Boston Celtics agreed to a 1-year minimum deal with forward Chris Boucher.
This move essentially replaces Georges Niang, saving the Celtics significant salary and luxury tax.
Boucher is considered an upgrade over Niang and was ranked highly among available free agents.
He brings elite efficiency, shooting 36% on three-pointers and 63% on two-pointers last season.
Boucher can also defend on the wing and should provide floor spacing for the Celtics.
The San Antonio Spurs agreed to a 4-year, $229 million max extension with De'Aaron Fox.
This comes after the Spurs drafted point guard Dylan Harper, creating potential overlap with Fox.
Concerns exist about both players' effectiveness off the ball due to outside shooting inconsistencies.
Extending Fox now is likely preferable to trading him later with a potentially declining value.
Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers agreed to a 3-year extension.
This extension allows Doncic to potentially recoup lost earnings from his trade to the Lakers.
The Lakers have significant cap flexibility beyond this season, with Doncic as the only player with a substantial long-term contract.
Mikal Bridges agreed to a 4-year, $150 million extension with the New York Knicks.
This contract comes with some risk for the Knicks, as Bridges is approaching 30 years old.
New York now has significant salary commitments, potentially pushing them into the second luxury tax apron.
The Los Angeles Clippers agreed to a contract with guard Chris Paul.
This reunites Paul with the Clippers after 6 seasons, likely in a backup role to James Harden.
The Clippers have built a deep roster, managing their age and injury concerns.
Damian Lillard is back in Portland after a tumultuous journey that began 18 months ago.
His return to the Trailblazers marks a heartwarming reunion with the franchise and the city he calls home.
Lillard signed a 3-year deal with Portland, turning his annual basketball camp into a welcome-back celebration.
Young campers, sporting Lillard jerseys from both Portland and Milwaukee, eagerly welcomed their hometown hero.
Lillard acknowledged the unexpected nature of his return, admitting he did not foresee it happening so soon.
A source close to Lillard revealed he never truly wanted to leave Portland.
Family played a significant role in his decision, as Lillard wanted to spend more time with his children.
His daughter's question about no more flights to Milwaukee highlighted the impact of his career on his family.
Lillard, alongside general manager Joe Cronin and coach Chauncey Billups, expressed a shared sentiment about his return.
They emphasized the feeling of rightness associated with Lillard being back in Portland.
Even before his trade to Milwaukee, Lillard had expressed his desire to finish his career with the Blazers.
Despite suffering a torn Achilles, Lillard is determined to contribute to the team is building.
Lillard has first requested a trade in the summer of 2023, aiming to join the Miami Heat.
The Blazers' past struggles to improve the roster contributed to Lillard's desire to leave.
By September 2023, Lillard had started working out again with the Blazers.
Miscommunication and misunderstandings between Lillard and the Blazers front office led to his eventual trade to Milwaukee.
In January 2024, a conversation between Lillard, his agent, and Cronin began to bridge the communication gap.
Upon his return to Portland as a visiting player, Lillard received a warm welcome and expressed his hope of returning one day.
Luka Doncic recently signed a lucrative contract extension with the Los Angeles Lakers, aiming to build a lasting legacy with the franchise.
This comes 5 years after LeBron James joined the Lakers, bringing them back to the playoffs after a significant drought.
Doncic expressed his desire to compete for a championship immediately during a meeting with Lakers management.
He emphasized his eagerness to return to the NBA Finals, having already experienced it once.
The NBA has seen a high level of parity recently, with 7 different champions in the past 7 years.
The question is whether Doncic and the Lakers can break this trend and establish a dominant era.
2 player archetypes are considered ideal complements to Doncic: rim-running centers and knockdown shooters.
Doncic excels in pick-and-roll situations and creates many corner three-point opportunities for his teammates.
While the Lakers have some shooters, they lack high-quality two-way big men.
Finding shooters might be easier than finding elite big men in the coming years.
New Lakers center DeAndre Ayton is a decent fit but not a perfect long-term solution.
There are differing opinions on whether the Lakers need an all-star center or if Doncic can elevate any rim runner.
Doncic has demonstrated the ability to play effectively alongside other ball handlers like Kyrie Irving and Jalen Brunson.
Austin Reeves' future with the Lakers is a key question, as he is set to become a free agent next summer.
Reeves has shown significant development, but his playoff performance has raised some concerns.
Experts agree that surrounding Doncic with 3-and-D wings is crucial for success.
However, acquiring such players is a challenge for any team, including the Lakers.
The Lakers have multiple expiring contracts and draft picks, which could be used to improve the roster.
3 years ago, Oklahoma City had 1 All-Star and 2 recent draft picks, showing promise but not championship potential.
This past season, they became the second youngest NBA champions, highlighting that not every team can chase a title every year.
Even with parity and different champions recently, only a few teams are true contenders annually.
Teams might focus on developing young talent, or balancing multiple timelines, like Golden State or Dallas.
Looking at rosters, salary caps, and draft picks reveals 8 tiers for the 2025-26 season.
Denver, Milwaukee, and Minnesota are all in on winning a championship now.
Denver has Nikola Jokic, a potential free agent in 2 years, creating urgency.
They traded future draft capital, including a 2032 first-rounder, to build their current roster.
Milwaukee has repeatedly made moves to keep Giannis Antetokounmpo happy.
They acquired Jrue Holiday, then Damian Lillard, and recently signed Miles Turner.
Minnesota has Anthony Edwards, a young star, but traded draft capital to maintain their team.
They are near the salary cap limit and need to find replacements for Conley and Gobert.
Teams like Cleveland, Houston, and New York are focused on an extended championship window.
Cleveland has young all-stars, but expensive extensions may force difficult decisions soon.
Houston added Kevin Durant, opening their championship window, but he is nearing the end of his career.
The Knicks have 5 players locked in through at least 2028, aiming for a long-term competitive run.
Thanks for catching Fast Break Brief. Hit follow, stay locked in, and we'll see you next time with more NBA Fire in 5 minutes or less. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to NBA Fast Break. Catch you on the next play.